I didn't know that you can get mad at kids to the point where you want to fight. Like, you can want to fight a kid, man. Kids are assholes. Like, my daughter is an asshole. She is. Like, we argue. Me and my daughter honestly argue. She can't even talk. Like, she know a couple words, right? She can put a couple sentences together. But it's like every time I tell her something, she always got something to say back. It don't matter what I say, she always got to give me something back. And it make me mad. We got into an argument over juice the other day. She came into the room. She was like, Daddy, juice. I said, no. You had enough juice. Go get some water. And she looked at me. She was like, juice. And I looked at her. Who the fuck you think you talking to? Sit your little ass down and get the goddamn... I was so mad. I was mad because I knew she knew what she was trying to say. She just didn't know how to say it. You know what I mean? Like in her mind, she was like, you black midget bitch. Get the juice, punk ass daddy. I knew that's what she was saying. I could tell by her hand movement. She doing all this guy. She's like, you black midget bitch. I was so mad. Wanted to punch her right in the throat. It's my damn baby, though. It's my daughter, man. I'm so protective of my kids, though. I really am. I don't even like taking my kids out that much no more. I get in arguments with the other kids. I think kids play too rough. I do. Me and this boy got into it at Chuck E. Cheese. It wasn't a fight, it was an altercation. We got into a little altercation because my baby was in the balls. He was throwing the balls at my daughter's head. He throwing the balls, hit my daughter right in the head. Bam. My daughter's so damn stupid, she thought it was a game. She playing. She like, Daddy, look. So I'm getting mad. I'm like, throw a ball back. I'm pissed off. I look at my son. He just looking at the shit. I was mad at the way my family looked as a unit. Like, we didn't look good as a unit, man. Like, my daughter, she taking balls to the face. My son shaking his head and slobbering. I'm small. We look like a fucking circus act.
Stop telling your kids that they special. Maybe they special to you, but not to me. I don't play that shit. Every day before my kids leave for school, I get them at the door. I'm like, Lola, check this out. As soon as you leave this door, nobody gives a fuck about you. Nobody in the whole world gives a fuck about you. Nobody thinks you're cute. Nobody thinks you're smart. Nobody gives a fuck about your opinion. Nobody on the whole earth outside of this door gives a fuck about you. Nobody. And even some of the people inside the house, a little on the fence.
But I think we're gonna be the first generation of old people. As soon as someone gets old, they complain about the new kids and these kids today, look, they're crazy. It's always that it used to be always that the new generation was too deviant. These kids are out of control. They're crazy, they're immoral, look at what they're doing. In our day, if we wanted fun, we just went to a barn dance and we didn't even finger fuck till we were like 35 years old. But these kids today, it was always that the new generation was over the top, and we're gonna be the first generation of elderly people complaining, but in the opposite fashion, where we're going, look at these kids today, these half faggots. We used to do crank off of titty dancers and shit. It was no one got hurt. We had a lot of fun. We got some good stories and herpes out of the deal. It was a fucking good time. The blisters bring me back. These pussies, they drink a Red Bull for some pep, and they'd prefer if you went on the patio for a cigarette. And the closest they come to a fist fight is on a message board somewhere. You looking at my girl? I'm gonna delete you from my MySpace friend. You got some block user in your future, faggot.
When my girlfriend got pregnant, when you haven't got a child, couples who have children are always bragging about how cool it is to have children. Whenever you meet couples with children, they're always like, it is the most fulfilling thing I've ever done with my life. My heart grows larger and larger every day. And then the second that my girlfriend got pregnant, those same people went like this. You're never going to sleep again. Forget about it. It's over. You're not going to sleep. They're constantly telling you you're not going to sleep. You're not going to... Raising a baby's not that hard. I'll tell you what. It's easier than a coke habit. I had a coke habit for 7.5 fucking years. At least it's not me who wakes up crying anymore. I can sleep through other people crying. I've had girlfriends. It's like white noise to me. I find it soothing.
No, when they start thinking they know stuff, I can't, you know, my buddy's got a kid. His kid is at that age, right? They invited me over to, you know, come to dinner the other day, because I'm like at that age. I'm like that weirdo guy they feel sad for, so they got to invite me over. So, yeah, I really have a pathetic existence at this point in my life. So I'm sitting there, I'm trying to be social with the kid, you know? And he's really into space, so I'm like, hey, look, the stars are out, huh? The stars are out. The kid's like, actually, that's not a star. That one is Jupiter. Jupiter is the 5th planet. And I'm like, wow, hey, you gotta do that bullshit like you're impressed? Ah, that's amazing. Wow, really? Is it? Is it? They won't shut up. They just keep going on. It's got 17 moons. And I gotta sit there acting impressed as I'm just waiting for another adult to come by and just scoop the kid up and just rescue me. Gotta sit there and act like I'm amazed with this. I saw a stripper quit on stage 2 months ago. What do you think you're gonna tell me that's gonna blow my mind? You're not. Nothing. You got nothing. So the kid just kept going on and on. It's got that, it's got that. And I couldn't take it anymore. So you know what I finally did? I poured a little water on him. Oh, he didn't know what to do. It was great. He just sat, he just froze up. He didn't have the social maturity to be like, dude, did you just fucking pour water on me? How old are you? What kind of a person does something like that? So I'm sitting there, I am laughing my ass off. I'm dying. I'm like, I cracked the code. I finally figured out what to do in this situation. And you know what this little bastard did? He went in the kitchen, he fucking told on me. Then my buddy's wife comes running out. She starts screaming at me like I'm 5 years old, which technically I am, because I'm pouring water on, like, you know, 6-year-olds, right? We don't do that. We don't do that in this house. That is a no, 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 no. We don't do that. That's when my temper came up, and I'll be like, you know what? Fuck you, fuck your kid, fuck Jupiter, I'm out of here. I don't need this, right?
I like kids, you know. I like some kids. You can't like all kids, because some kids are shitty. It's true. And some people don't want to ever admit that. There's people that are like, every child is like a star in the shining sea. No, some kids suck, man. Some kids are just shitty. It's true, you've seen them. You know when you're in a store and you see a kid and you're just like, fuck that kid, man. That kid's a fucking jerk. I hate that kid. He's a shitty little kid, man. I saw a kid like that once. I was in a store, and I'm looking at this kid and just fucking hating him. Because I'm waiting in line. What am I going to, you know? That's what you do when you're waiting in line. You just pick someone to hate while you're waiting, you know? Just some guy, you just start forming an opinion with no information at all. You're a fucking loser. I hate that guy. What a prick. Wearing a tie. Fuck you. What do you think? You're better than me? You know, just to occupy yourself. He's standing there. He has no idea you're boiling with hatred, you know? So I picked this kid, and I'm hating him. He's shitty. He was like, nee. Just seemed like a shitty kid to me. And I'm looking at him. And then he looked at me. And the worst thing is that this is a true story. This kid's looking at me. He's like 6 years old. Nobody else was looking. So I just went like this. I went. I just flipped him off. Just real quick. Little thing between me and him. And he couldn't believe it. He was like, oh! He was blown away. Because nobody does that. Nobody gives the finger to some kid for no reason. I think I helped him out a little there, you know? Yeah, that happens. Deal with it. I don't know. You know, I think parents must want to do that to their kids all.
Yo, let's talk about a real issue at hand. Trash piling up, it's time to take a stand. From plastic bottles to styrofoam cups, our planet's drowning, it's time to wake up. Garbage trucks roll, streets lined with waste, but where does it go? It's not a race to the landfill, a mountain of despair. But we can change course, show that we care. Trash talk, it's more than just words. It's about actions, the change we deserve. Reduce, reuse, recycle. That's the plan for a cleaner, greener earth. Let's take a stand. Trash talk, it's more than just words. It's about actions, the change we deserve. Reduce, reuse, recycle. That's the plan for a cleaner, greener earth. Let's take a stand. Single-use plastics, they gotta go. From straws to bags, it's time to say no. Bring your own cup, your own tote bag. Small steps add up, let's not lag. Sorting all waste is not that tough. Recycling centers, that's where it's rough. Separate paper, glass, and cans. Give them a new life, that's the plan. Trash talk, it's more than just words. It's about actions, the change we deserve. Reduce, reuse, recycle. That's the plan for a cleaner, greener earth. Let's take a stand. But it's not just about the stuff we toss. It's about the mindset, there's no loss. Composting food waste, it's a win. Turning scraps to soil, let's begin. Educate the masses, from young to old. The future's at stake, let the story unfold. For the sake of our planet, our home sweet home. Let's clean up our acts, together we roam. Trash talk, it's more than just words. It's about actions, the change we deserve. Reduce, reuse, recycle. That's the plan for a cleaner, greener earth. Let's take a stand.
All the time. As much as you love your kid, there has to be those times. Your kid's being this shit, he's going, why can't I have a candy? I wanted a candy. And you just want to go, hey, you know what? Fuck you, kid, all right? Yeah. Yeah, fuck you. How do you like that, huh? Fuck you, buddy!